You two are part of the real life family that goes through what?
I mean, at the start of the film, our characters are extremely poor. The dad's left, my husband's left us, we have no money, and then in the middle of all of that, kind of poltergeist activity starts to happen, which accelerates. So we're in quite a stressful situation before the Warrens turn up.
And for you, I mean, for you, like, you're kind of like the center of the poltergeist situation.
Center of the paranormal activity, me and my sister Margaret.
What was that like for you?
It was great. You know, it was a challenge, of course, at times, but it's not often that you see such a great role with that range of everything you get to play in one movie. So that was really, really cool for me.
And I just talked to your director, and we were talking about how he puts you guys through a real workout. This is not just like, oh, a little horror film, it's going to be scary, but it's like a really, really physical, isn't it?
It is, more than I anticipated, I think. And also because you're running on adrenaline a lot of the time, because you're kind of manufacturing fear all the time, so it is very exhausting. But it's fun at the same time.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
it
fun.
really is fun.
It's fun.
Acting these scenes.
Are you guys like all harnessed up for the different stuff, like you're like flying through the air and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I actually did do my own stunts, all of them that they would let me, of course. But that was probably one of my favorite parts of shooting. I loved the stunts. It was just cool to me to see how that all worked.
Yeah, definitely.
The fact that it's based on a true story, does that affect your performance or how you approach this whole project?
I think it helped that it was a real story because there's just so much research you could do on it to kind of really get in there and make it feel like it was real for you. And it was really interesting actually researching all the documentation on it.
Yeah.
Going to Enfield and you go.
It helps a lot, you know, with your really relating to your character. And I know for me it made me want to tell their story correctly, because if it's based on a real person, you feel this sort of responsibility that you owe them a good performance.
Yeah,
it's a horror movie for us as the audience, but as you're shooting, are you freaked out a little by stuff?
I freaked myself out researching it, but when I got on set, it was actually really fun. There's a few moments we had where they had stuff on wires and you couldn't see them and it just looked like stuff was moving by itself. That was scary, but generally it was a really great set to be on and not so scary.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever really truly scared on set. There were scenes that I maybe thought, this is going to be scary on the screen.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this will really be scary when you saw the playback. Or
like when you're watching it on the monitor, you're like, wow, this is going to be a really great part of the film. And stuff that you have to focus on more than others, but I think I was never really scared or intimidated on set.
That's good to know. I grew up in a little small town called Leesville, Louisiana. And to find out that you're from Louisiana and that accent wasn't real, you guys were spot on. Was the accent tough?
Thank you. The accent was tough, but I think my acting coach, Miss Nicole Bray, I think she has to I have to give credit where it's due, because without her I really wouldn't have been able to get the accent as specific as I did.
Did you have to push it down to Louisiana? I have to sometimes.
Yeah, on set I would try to say y'all in a British accent and everyone would just kind of laugh at me and I'd be like, oh yeah, not Louisiana anymore.
Was it tough for you at all?
I hadn't done like an Enfield working class accent before, but I kind of felt like it felt in my wheelhouse. You know, it felt like it wasn't such a big shift for me, but fun, really fun kind of character and world to be in.
You didn't have to push down any Louisiana.
No Louisiana, no.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.